What's good, YouTube? It's your boy JusticeXFalls. You back at it again with another video. Today we're looking at a game that hold on, let me get this out the way. Today we're looking at a game that I didn't really know much about. It's called Crimson Heart. It's an open world action game with role-playing elements from developer Pearl Abyss. It was supposed to be due out in July 2021, but it got delayed, and it still doesn't really have a release date yet. So we're gonna check out some gameplay from Game V. Shout out to Game V. He been getting some exclusive stuff. I've never heard of this game. I've never seen this game, but we're gonna check it out. So without further ado, let's get to the video. All right, Crimson Desert. Let's get it. Again, shout out to Game V. This guy's been on his grind. His or her. I don't know who it is. They, them. You know, I don't know. I'm not trying to get canceled out here. Okay, I'm looking clean. Frame rate a little stuttery, but the action is looking clean. Maybe that's why they delayed it. I like the sparks from the weapons clash. Gameplay looks fluid on some Batman shit or some Ghost of Tsushima shit. That frame rate chugs though when you're in the middle of action. They gotta fix that. So if you're gonna have fast-paced action, you gotta have a smooth frame rate, or you're gonna cause it's gonna have that motion blurs. People are gonna get motion sickness from playing this game. Did he just RKO him? Hold on. Yo, he just hit him with a swinging net breaker. That's tough. And I think he rock bottomed the other dude. We got wrestling moves in here. Oh. Whoa, that was tough. Oh, where you get the traversal powers? Of course, there's puzzles. Nah, that frame rate is nasty, man. They gotta fix that. I can't believe they put this trailer out like this with that frame rate like that. We're on the highest resolution, are we? Yep, we're in 4K. Yo, the colors is crazy. And the animations. Environmental destruction looks dope. Yo, growing up in this time must have been so fun, but so scary at the same time. Obviously, it was none of these monsters and shit, but you know. You could fly on a dragon? Stop playing. Well, that's a worm. That's a wyvern. Nah, that's tough. Nah, that's tough. This is the smoothest I've seen the frame rate, obviously, because there's nothing going on. It looks like they're being very ambitious with the particle effects and things like that. Like they're really going all the way in. Like anything you see and your character interacts with, it's gonna move around. Like the snow, you see how he's walking through the snow. Damn, the frame rate's even chugging during with nothing going on. They gotta fix that frame rate. Environments look beautiful though. The graphics are beautiful. see the wind blowing leaves off the trees. The weather looks very dynamic. Wow, you're gonna get a lot of dope screenshots out of this game. But that's a dope screenshot right there. Now it's like a cloudy, overcast, windy, stormy, snow. You get the whole spectrum. Blizzard. Okay. Shout out to Game V. Shout out to Game V again with the videos. Like he come with it. Like he don't like so far. Like he hasn't missed. Like I was looking. I've been his videos been popping up more for me, obviously, because I've been watching them. But like he's getting these gameplays that I haven't seen anywhere else. Like I'm looking on IGN. I'm looking on GameSpot. I'm Googling. I'm not seeing this stuff. And this guy's getting these gameplays. So I like what I saw. Again, as y'all heard me complaining, the frame rate is very choppy. They have to get that frame rate fixed, especially if you're gonna have high octane action, crazy weather effects, and you're gonna have a lot of enemies on screen. Like you have to get that right. And with all these different unique animations, like you got to get that right. Even if the resolution has to suffer a little bit, you got to get the frame rate right. I'd rather a smooth frame rate than like super high fidelity graphics, because once you get to like 1440, you know, you can't, and then you can't really tell a difference really if something is truly 4K or if it's checkerboard 4K or upscaled 4K, or like unless you them Digital Foundry type dudes, you're not really gonna be able to tell like the difference. Like the typical gamer, like me and you watching this video, you're not gonna really be able to tell the difference. So like I said, I would unless it's drastic, obviously unless it's drastic. There's a huge difference between 720p and 1440p. Like there's a huge difference between 1080p and 4K. But like once you start getting past 1080p, like the difference, you're not really going to see it. Like the difference between 4K and 8K to me is not really that much. It's not really that much different. You know, I've seen true 8K in person, and from 4K it doesn't really look that much different. There's a difference, but it's minuscule. You know, so we're gamers. We like gameplay. We like to play the game, like not look at it. You feel me? So the visuals are nice, but I prefer gameplay. So we got to get that frame rate right. Other than that, it looks dope. It's the weapon. It's a lot of enemy variety from what I've seen. A lot of weapon variety. Like this weapon is gonna be cool. Like when using the thunder. I don't know if that's Thor you're fighting or somebody. I don't know. I don't know what mythology this is based out of. But I see a lot of mythical looking creatures, and I see war, and I love mythical creatures, mythical times, and I like war, and I like fancy weapons like that. Like the frame rate really chugged there. Like they really have to fix that. But I feel like the story, I don't even really care for the story. Like the gameplay is dope, the creatures you fight look dope, the enemy variety is dope. You get to fly on a dragon or a wyvern, whatever you call it. That's fire. Like that part of the game is gonna definitely be fire. You know, I hope there's some like open world multiplayer to it. You know, you see a bunch of dragons flying around, a bunch of dudes fighting on the floor, dudes like controlling mythical creatures and stuff, different classes. Like I see a lot for this game. I'm gonna try to keep an eye on it. But it just looks like there's not much info that comes out on this game. But we're gonna try to keep up with it to the best of our abilities. But yeah, that was Crimson Desert. Shout out to Game V again. He come out, he got the content. So y'all already know the vibes though. Like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. This is your boy JusticeXFalls, and we out. One.